guys, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am here to do a guest design team project for Nikki Adigan at Musings by Nikki. And I'm so excited that she asked me to do this. I love all of her digitals, and I actually have had a few of them for a while and have just not had time to work with them yet, due to other craziness. And so when she asked me to do this, I was like, yay, now, I can make this a priority. So I have a few things here. The main kit is her Vintage Flowers tri-level tag kit. It was the first of her tri-level tags, and now she has like at least, I was looking through them last night and I can't remember exactly how many, but I think there's like maybe 4, and they're all so beautiful, and I now want them all. So that is on my list as well. And I also have a bunch of her rip strips, and I'll show you here what I have done. I'm using the butterflies and one of the florals. I will link all of it below. My brain is not working yet this morning. I have the Field and Forest here. So we've got the butterflies and this lovely floral. And then I also printed the Field and Forest. These are so gorgeous. And the mushrooms. And then I've already cut up the whole page of like garden or botanical terms, I believe is what they're called. And what I did was I printed them onto vellum, as you can see here. Let me put something behind that if I can find something. Here's cheesecloth. So I printed them all onto vellum, which I love doing just in general. But I thought it would be so perfect to print these that way because, let me put this one on here. Because that way I could tear them, rip them, cut them, whatever I wanted to do, and add them to the tri-level tag pieces without losing the gorgeous graphics on the tri-level tag. So that's my idea. Hopefully that works. I have made them all, the ones that I think I'm going to use, I made into stickers. And then I left one that I know I want to use, and I have not made that into a sticker yet because I wanted to show you, in case you are not familiar with the Xyron sticker makers, I wanted to show you how to do that. And then I have all the other ones over here to the side, and if I decide that I need more, we will cut those out. But after making my skinny journal yesterday, I am on a huge butterfly floral kick, and that's what kind of, I was drawn to this morning when I was deciding which of the rip strips I would use. So probably mostly we will use the flowers and the butterflies and the definitions. So I've already cut out the pieces in the kit, but I'll show you, I haven't put anything together yet. So this is the base part that makes the actual tri-level tag. I'm going to try to stay in frame. I apologize. My setup is so much different than at home, and so I'm having a hard time. So this is the, like the front side, and then the kit comes with a back side to print onto the pieces so that you don't, just have a bunch of white space to deal with, which I think is brilliant. So I have printed that on the back of everything. So you get 3 pages of pieces and then the background page in the kit. And I just, it's absolutely perfect. So I've already cut it out, and I've already inked everything, and I've already scored it so that it, I can fold it. So basically how this works is you just fold this side over first, and I should have taken Nikki's advice, because when she put hers together, hers lined up perfectly on the right side, and as you can see, I have a little bit of a gap because I used my scoreboard because I don't trust myself to fold freehand. But I think I'm okay with that because it'll give me some room to like stuff this full, and you know, I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I think it's fine. I am not bothered by it, but some of you might be because it's not exactly perfect, but you have a little bit of a gap on this side too. So I think it just kind of works. You just kind of got a little, you know, it's okay. I'm not concerned. Okay. So that is how it is meant to fold. And obviously you could, you know, do it differently if you would like. You can do whatever you want with it. But I do like how it is, you know, small, medium, and large. There. So that's what I did. And then you get a coin envelope, which I have also already inked and scored, and it actually folds up perfectly. So I was proud of myself this time. So I just have to glue that down. We'll do that in a second. And then you get a long strip of, you know, it's a belly band, but you get more than you need. It's longer. There we go. It is longer than the actual piece, so you get a little extra in case you want to do something else with that. And I will, we might do that actually. And then there are 2 itty bitty tags that are super cute. And again, I've printed on the back. And these are the 2 pockets that we will glue in here, like so. And the belly band will go here. And the tags will go, I'm gonna make this a side pocket. So the tags will go in there. And then this little journaling card also goes in this space. It goes in further than that. And then this, hold on, let me think. No, this goes in the coin envelope, this journaling card. And then these 2 rounded top tags go in this pocket because this is also rounded, so it looks very nice and classy. And then you have this long kind of skinny tag or journaling card or whatever you want to call it that will stick behind here. The coin envelope will also go behind here. And then you have a large circle that you can put here to just kind of, you know, decorate this strip a bit. Or Nikki even said, you know, you can use it as like a round tag. It can fit in this pocket over here. You can turn it into a tuck spot if you wanted to, like on the back or something. You know, you can do whatever you want with it. I tend to be a by the book kind of girl. So I actually was gonna not watch Nikki's video of how she put this together. I had avoided it until last night because I wanted to make it, you know, I wanted to do my own thing and see what I came up with, but I was stressing out about it so much. When I was cutting out the pieces, I was like, I'm gonna do it wrong. So I did, I watched it, Nikki, and now that's stuck in my head. So that's pretty much how I'm going to put it together because you designed it, and so, you know, obviously the way you put it together is the right way, even though it doesn't need to be the only way, but my brain doesn't work that way. So, and then you're left with this little circle that can be used. This isn't all gonna fold up because nothing's glued down, but I'll try. So after you've put everything together, you can use this piece on the back to secure a closure. So that's the basics, you know, of what the kit is, and I think it's just amazing. Like I said, I'm going to buy them all. I will. It's on my list. So what I'm gonna do is sit aside for now the pieces that, you know, like get tucked in and such. And I'm just gonna put together the actual base of the kit. And I'm gonna add some things. And like I said, I've got these rip strips. Let me show you real quick before we do that, because that way it'll be ready. So like I said, I made these into stickers, and I had a couple mishaps here. Apparently when you're using, you know, when you're doing like a long strip of something, it tends to kind of get wonky in the sticker maker. So a couple of these are a little bit off on the ends, but that's okay because it doesn't really matter. We can just add some glue there if need be. But that tends to be more of a problem with the smaller opening. Like this is I think it's like 1.5 inches maybe, which this won't even go in. So I'm not going to use that anyway, but this is one of them that you can get. And this one is actually refillable. So you can just buy the refill sticker tape for this one. And then I have the larger opening. I think this one is 3 inches. Let me double check here. Yeah, I think you can do up to 3 inches in this one. This one you cannot replace the tape. You just recycle the whole thing. That's kind of the gimmick behind it, I guess. So you have to repurchase a whole other one when this one runs out. But they're really not that expensive. And you know, so you can just toss this in your recycling bin if you have recycling in your area, and then get it going. But I don't use them that often, so I've had this for quite a while. But I'm going to show you how it works. So you have this side, which you can see here, it says insert item. So that's where you put whatever you want to turn into a sticker. And then this side, it even tells you to pull and tear. So this, you have your little sticker paper sticking out here, and you will pull this through, and I'll show you. So you just kind of get it in there until it kind of sticks to the sticker paper, and hopefully this will work well on camera. And you just pull through like so. And when you get to the end, I try to trim it as close as possible because I don't want to waste this, you know, I don't want to waste it. You do get some waste, and then you just tear it off. Super easy. And then it even says on the backing to rub and peel. So you just rub the whole thing. I just kind of go over it. I'm sorry, the table's gonna shake. I just rub the whole thing, especially around the edges of whatever you're turning into a sticker. So in this case, my vellum. And then that gets all the extra sticky off of the backing paper. And then you just peel that off. And be careful because the part you're peeling off, this is very sticky now. So don't let it like touch other papers. I did that accidentally the first time. And then I just, you know, that goes in the garbage. And then you have your sticker. And you do get a little bit, I don't know if you can see that, when I rub, you've got a little bit of like extra adhesive. So I just go around it with my hand. You could use an eraser. I don't happen to have my adhesive eraser with me in Florida. So I'm just gonna use my hand because it works just fine. But I just get that extra little bit off the edges. And it comes off really easy, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, that is how you use the sticker maker. And the other one is exactly the same, it just has a smaller opening, so for smaller pieces. And like I said, if you're doing long strips, it does tend to get wonky, but I don't mind. Okay, so our stickers are all ready for whatever we may want to do with them. I also have my cheesecloth here. I have some seam binding, just, you know, an oatmeal color seam binding. And I got out some lace and trim and some ribbon. So I'm not sure how I want to do things yet. And I also have my container of brads, decorative brads, in case I want to do something with that. And I still have, I used walnut stain distress ink because of the print is actually black on here, and so I wanted it to be fairly dark, distressed, but not, I didn't want to use black because I didn't necessarily think that it needed black. So that's what I did. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this here. And we want to attach our pockets, and I want to think first if I want to do anything behind the pockets, you know, before I start gluing things down. But we can trim this off. So I am just lining it up with the bottom, and then I will find my scissors. There they are. And we'll trim this off. And don't get rid of that, because Nikki had a great idea for this piece that I will show you in a minute. Now I need to ink that little cut edge here. All right, so this is our belly band. And then we have our pockets. So, you know, I'm just kind of thinking as I go here. So you get to witness my thought process today. Isn't that a joy? Oh, yeah. My son is in class today, so that's what he's doing today. So I'm crafting. Let's see. I know I want to use some of these. So we've got a lot of these definitions here. Let me pull those over and see. Obviously, I would cut them because there's like 3 on a strip here, but I thought they might look cute. I'm trying to decide because they would look really good against the background. I don't want to cover up too much of the beautiful flowers. So let me cut some of these apart. Maybe. This one actually has like a graph paper background, so that makes it easy to cut. Thank you, Nikki. So we've got those. And I know these are supposed to be rip strips, but for some reason the definitions I don't necessarily want to tear. And I'm not entirely sure how well, let's try it. I don't know. I probably should have thought this through ahead of time, but let's see if we can. Oh yeah, we can. Okay. All right. Yeah, you can tear right through the sticker. Yay. Okay, so maybe I will tear them. I kind of like how that looks, actually. All right, so there's that, and then we have leaf and flower. Oh, it's a little close to the edge. That's not. I have to do it from this side. That's fine. And then take off the end here. There we go. And then we have flora and fauna, which, you know what, I might just put the fauna aside for now because, well, I don't know. We'll see. I guess I do have butterflies going on here, don't I? And that would be fauna. Okay, and then fern and garden. So I'm thinking I definitely want to use the flora, and I want to see where it might fit the best without having to tear off too much. I think we can probably tear off, I get as close as I can on this edge. So, and then even if that's under the pocket a little bit, I'm okay with that. So you can kind of see through here. Yeah, I think what we'll do is I'm sure this is abundantly fun watching me tear. I'm actually going to take off some of the word "and" because I want this to fit. And then I'm going to go this way with it. Alright, so now that, I'm going to take off a little bit more here. And that should fit in that space. I like that. Okay, now I need to decide if I want to tear. I don't know if I can. So I think I'm not gonna, but I am going to ink this a little. Not too worried about the bottom because it's going to be in that pocket. But there we go. All right, and you just peel it off the back. Like so, and you've got a sticker. Now, let's see if I can line this up without, look at that, perfect! Oh, I love it. Oh, I really like that a lot. Okay, that's super cute. All right, and then our pocket will kind of overlap that a little bit, and that's totally fine. So I think I'm ready to glue that down, and I think I'm just going to use my art glitter glue. So let me make sure I have this right side up. Okay, hold on. Yep, okay, this is the right side. So I want to glue. Oh, I guess I could have just looked at the back. I did make sure that the backs were right side up, you know, the same way as the fronts. Alright, so just put this, you know, I'm just centering this and, you know, putting it as close to the bottom as possible, just so, you know, more of that sticker shows at the top. There we go. Now, maybe we could add a butterfly. I started out with the ones that are on music paper backgrounds, just because the background and, you know, there's a lot of music paper in Nikki's design here. So I thought, well, I'll start with that, and then I can always cut, you know, I can always make more, no, not flowers, we want butterflies. So I like these blues a lot. Let me see here, which one? I'm just gonna tear them apart and then we'll figure it out. How about that? Because it's too hard to decide. So I was, you know, I was contemplating how do I want to, I was gonna try, and I probably will, with these rip strips, I was going to try and print them onto, let me lean over here a second. some of this paper tape. You know, it's just from the pharmacy, just paper tape, but I was going to lay that out on my, you know, copy paper and try to get it to print that way. And I'm going to do that in the future. So that'll be a separate video though, because I decided that it probably would be a tad easier to just do it this way with the vellum. But you could print these out. These rip strips could be printed out on like anything and they would be gorgeous. Parchment paper, just, yeah, vellum, anything. Like it would just, tissue paper would be beautiful, or like, not tissue paper, tracing paper. So the possibilities are absolutely endless with this. So I will be playing with them more in the future. I'm almost thinking that one. Yep, I'm thinking that one. Okay, so let's tear the edges. Oh, that's gonna be probably a tad difficult. There we go. Oh, I tore a little bit of his wing. Oh well. So I'm like really feeling the botanicals and the butterflies right now, and I'm also loving the torn collage kind of look. So that's kind of my thing right now. I kind of you know, I change, I don't know, I like lots of things, so it just depends on my mood. But all right, I think this space here would be really nice. So let's see if I can get the backing off. There we go, it wasn't too difficult. And I'm pretty confident in this sticker's holding power. And now I'm trying to decide if I should add a little glue. You know what, I'm pretty confident. I've not had an issue. So yeah, we're just gonna go for it. I think it's fine. All right, there we go. There. Oh, that's pretty. Here, show you a little closer up. Just adds a little bit of color and a little bit of interest there. And then you can even add, let me find the flower sheet, because there are so many pretty flowers. I'm trying to think with the blue. Oh, this would be pretty here. There's a little bit of blue in this. Yep, I'm gonna cut this out. And actually, I'm just gonna cut here. We'll make another sticker. I'm going to use the smaller one this time because I think it'll be fine. I guess it's the way I pull, is I'm pulling with my left hand, so I need to try and just keep my pull straight. I think it works better that way. Right. I hope everybody's having a good day. I know a lot of kids are already going back to school. That's just, my nieces and nephew live in the Atlanta area, and I think they went back to school like last week. I know that a lot of schools are doing more of like the, weeks off during the year as opposed to just at, Christmas and Easter and that kind of stuff. But, yeah, it just blows me away. I mean, we didn't, when I was in school, eons ago, we always started before Labor Day, but it was usually like the week before Labor Day, and we would literally go to school like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then have off, for Labor Day. It was kind of weird, but I feel like it's really early to be going back to school. And I think it probably has changed a lot too, because when I was in school, we did not have air conditioning, in our school buildings. So until my senior year, we got a new school. But like, I think that dictated, when you went back, because no one wanted to, die of heat exhaustion, by going back to school in July or, early August. Not that it wasn't still hot, but it was a little better, I guess. But yeah, so I know a lot of kids are going back to school, and it has been so weird since my kids have, graduated and everything, because I homeschooled them pretty much their whole school lives. And it just was very strange when there was no school to be done anymore. Nice in its own way, because, when mom's the teacher, mom has to go to school too, basically. So, it's been nice, but also very strange. I'm getting used to it. All right, I like how that looks. I'm liking that a lot. Okay, and then the center is where our little belly band will go. And I'm thinking we should put something behind there. We could even do a definition. And it doesn't even have, we could do it sideways, right? How would that look if we trim it up? Or we could do it crooked, but then you won't see the whole thing. I kind of like sideways. Let's tear it up a bit more. So, my little puppy, I know, I promised I wouldn't talk about Oscar all the time, but I miss him so much, so I'm going to talk about him a little bit. He has been going to school. He goes to puppy daycare while my husband's at work, and apparently he's a little chick magnet, and all the little girl puppies want to be his best friend. And it's so funny to hear my husband tell me, because apparently these little girl puppies want him all to themselves, so they fight over him a little bit. And I'm like, that is hysterical. I'm not familiar with puppy behavior or like dog behavior at all, because I really have not, had much experience with dogs. Growing up we had dogs, but my parents did most of the work, and it was a little different. But and we never took there weren't such things as puppy daycare, I don't think, when I was growing up. If there was, it wasn't for us, for sure. Like, we didn't do that, but we wouldn't have been able, that wasn't something that we even knew about. So anyway, it is just so funny to hear all the stories from puppy daycare. And I miss him so much, and he got a bath yesterday, and my husband FaceTimed me, and I was like, oh, I just want to pet that little furry face. It's really bad. It's really bad, guys, but I hope he remembers me. When I talk to him through the phone, he gets like, he cocks his little head and, you know, tries to find me. He'll like run behind the phone to look for me. So I have to be really careful. I try not to use my Oscar voice when I'm on the phone, because I don't want to, you know, confuse the poor little guy. He'll be like, what in the world is going on? But he's doing so good, and I cannot get this apart. Yeah. Sorry, guys. Let's see here. Oh my. This video might... Oh, yeah, we're already at 35 minutes. Okay, I think this video may be a two-parter. Because I am struggling. Okay, let's just sit that down for now and see what else we might want to do behind this belly band. I'm thinking I'm almost thinking maybe a whole strip of flowers. Maybe? What would that look like? How would that look? Let's just tear it up and see. But now I'm like wondering if this is the strip that I want to use. I'm going to use this one. And I'm not going to worry too much about cutting it on the lines, because I'm going to tear it anyway. So let's run it through here. That's nice. I was like trying to get that off. That wasn't working. Okay. I'm not going to worry too much about that excess, because I'm going to tear anyway. So yeah. I don't know what else to talk about. Sorry, my mind just went blank and I just started focusing on tearing this paper. Oh, I want to thank everyone who watched my video yesterday and went and subscribed to my son's channel. That was so sweet of all of you guys. I thank you so much. It is very, very much appreciated by me and definitely by my son. And yeah, thank you. I just wanted to say thank you, because it's very sweet. He is very, very supportive of me and my channel, and he has I'm gonna use the word forced, like all of his friends at school to subscribe to my channel. Now, I don't know if they actually did it or not, because sometimes, you know, you don't see who subscribes, and I obviously I don't know these fine young ladies and gentlemen that he, you know, coerced, but he is very supportive, and you know, he is very proud of his mama, and I am very proud of him. So I do appreciate that, guys. It's very, very nice. Alright, so I think I'm going to, I don't want to have to lose too much of those beautiful daisies at the top, or black-eyed Susans. So I'm going to just tear this a little bit more. And then we'll have to lose a little bit. So I think we'll just take off this one on the side, and then that can go there. How pretty is that? I think that'll look really nice. Let's see if I can get the backing off of this one. All right, that took way too long. Sorry about that. Hopefully I didn't just get my head in the camera. All right, there we go. That looks really pretty. Let's try this one again. Maybe it will behave. There we go. And then I'm thinking maybe a butterfly up in this corner. Like this here. You wouldn't even have to ink the vellum because it just depends on what kind of look you're going for, I guess. I was just thinking though, if you wanted it more, less grungy, you could just leave the inking out of the vellum, and that way, it would be a little more translucent. All right, and then this can go on here. Let me look at, now I'm wondering if I want to put the circle on. Oh yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, let's do that first. I left my pin out of my glue. Oh, well, there we go. That was fairly easy. And just want to make sure that it's fairly straight here. There we go. Fairly straight and centered. Like so. And then we will just add a little bit of glue to the top and the bottom. Oops. And I'm just centering this. Okay, glue seepage. There. It's hanging over the top a little bit, but I can trim that off quickly if it's bothering me. I don't even know if I care. It's not really that bad. Just throw some ink on it. There we go. All right, that's what we have so far. I'm liking this a lot. So let's go ahead and do, I know this is getting a little long, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this pocket on because I'm not gonna put anything behind it, but I will probably add a butterfly to the top of it. We could do that real quick, and then I will come back in a second video and we can continue. So because I'm making this a side pocket, I'm lining it up fairly close to the crease here without, you know, getting too close to it. There we go. And then let's pick a butterfly. We can add here. I like this one. Look. I think I'm going to put it down there. There we go. I am really liking that so far. Very pretty. All right, guys. So I'm gonna continue, but this will be a two-parter at least. So I will see you in a little while. I hope you have a fantastic day. I will put the names and links to all of Nikki's beautiful kits and her YouTube channel below, so you can check her out if you have not already. She is lovely. I feel like we are like, I feel like I've known her forever, and I've never actually met her in person. She is just an amazing, amazing lady, and she is incredibly talented. So please go and check her out, and I will be back. So until next time, guys, have a good one. Bye.